Okay, yay! Welcome back, guys, to Cosmic Canon. As we even got Fantastic Four coming up on the line. Quick, let's see most of it about Mr. Fantastic, the leader and founder of the Fantastic Four. Yeah, as in terms of his origin, born in Central City, California, Reed Richards, the son of Evelyn and Nathaniel Richards, was a genius, and Reed inherited a similar level of intellect and interests as his dad. And his dad was nonetheless, he was a physicist, a crazy physicist who was very rich, very, very rich. And Reed Richards was also considered as a child prodigy with special aptitude in mathematics, physics, and mechanics. Reed Richards was taking college level courses when he was 14. He attended such prestigious universities like the MIT, California Institute of Technology, Harvard, and Columbia University. And by the age of 20, he had several degrees in the science under his belt. Initially, his roommate when he moved for the Empire State University was Victor Von Doom, later Dr. Doom. Both of them were intellectually very smart, but as Victor didn't like a person as smart as him and had the ego, Reed Richards was moved to the room of Benjamin J. Grimm, or known as Ben Grimm, who was later shown as the Thing. And Reed had already begun designing a starship capable of traveling in hyperspace, sharing his plans with his new roommate, Ben, jokingly volunteered to pilot the aircraft. And then, during summer months, Reed rented a room in a boarding house owned by the aunt of a young woman named Sue Strom, who was undergraduate student at the time. Reed fell in love with Sue instantly and began courting her. Ultimately, Reed was too distracted from his work on his dissertation due to his romance with Sue and decided that the best thing for both of them was moving out from May Grace home. And then moving on to Harvard, Reed earned PhDs in physics, electrical engineering while working as a military scientist, all this by the age of 22. He also worked in communication for the army and was involved in the Sincar conflict. 3 years later, in his mid-20s, Reed used inheritance along with the government funding to research on his dream project, combined to go to Mars and beyond Reed Richards based on fatal project in the central city. Sue Storm moved into the area and within a short time found herself engaged to Reed. Reed's old college roommate Ben Grimm, now successfully test pilot and astronaut, was indeed slated to the pilot of the aircraft. All seemed well until the government threatened to cut the funding and cancel the project. Reed, Sue, Ben, and Sue's younger brother Johnny agreed to sneak on board the starship and take it up immediately. They knew they had not completed all the testing that had been planned, but Reed was confident they would be safe. Ben initially skeptical about the unknown effects of the radiation, while Reed theorized that the starship's shielding would be adequate to protect them. But Reed was wrong, because the cosmic radiation was too powerful than the coating Reed had put on the spaceship. Then, rest is history. They got their fantastic powers, and they were Marvel's first family. The Mr. Fantastic, basically, Reed Richards, got the power of elasticity, and Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, got the power of invisibility, as mentioned in the name. And the Thing, who is just rock hot, he's literally rock hot and he's really strong. And Johnny Storm, with the powers of a fireman. And now coming back to only Reed Richards. Yeah. Reed Richards gained the power of elasticity from radiations by cosmic rays. He has the ability to convert his entire body into a highly malleable state at will, allowing him to stretch, deform, and reform himself to virtuality at any shape. Richards has been observed as being able to use his stretching from form in a variety of offensive and defensive manners, such as compressing himself into a ball and reaching into his enemies, flattening himself into like a trampoline or parachute to catch a falling teammate, or inflating himself into a life raft to aid in water to rescue his teammates. He can willfully reduce his body into a fluid state, can flow, which can flow through minute openings or into tiny pipes, and all the stuff of elasticity, it's all under Reed's control. And not only that, the radiation cosmic rays has even increased his knowledge by a lot, by a lot. Mr. Fantastic's strength comes more from the powers of his mind than the power of his body. Indeed, he once told Spider-Man that he considered his stretching powers too expandable compared to his intellect. Some stories have implied that his intellect may have been boosted by his powers, as he once visited an alternate universe where his other self had never been exposed to the cosmic rays and was notably less intelligent than him. The purely human versions of Reed Richards are even more smarter than himself have been shown, particularly among the Council of Reeds. He's one of the smartest Reeds among all the Reeds in the Reed Council. And in the Reed Council, they all share their stories, how they defended their enemies for the other Reeds, if it will be helpful, and yeah, etc. And mainly, after all, he is the standing pillar of the Fantastic Four, the leader of the biggest, the most beloved family of Marvel Cinematic Universe, and they're the first Marvel family superheroes ever introduced. And yeah. You may ask why I didn't put a review for Superman, because Superman was simply amazing. I had nothing much to talk about Superman. Yeah, it was really great for me. It worked out really well, and it was really great. But the post-credit scene was not that filling. And yeah, coming back to the topic of Mr. Fantastic, his only weakness is his family. Anything happens to his family, he breaks down easily. And magic. Magic is also one of the biggest weakness. You must have seen in Multiverse of Madness where Wanda just makes him into noodles. See, it's that easy for magic to telekinesis or do whatever to Mr. Reed Richards. Yeah, that's all about Mr. Fantastic. And let's see how Pedro Pascal will be playing Reed Richards in the upcoming Fantastic Four. Let's hope he plays great because he's a really great actor from The Last of Us and many other projects which I've seen. His acting is really skillful. He's a really amazing actor. Like you all must know that I have nothing to say about him. Well, let's see if the story, everything is written well for the upcoming Fantastic Four. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See you in the next video, guys.